Hey y'all, what's going on? How's everyone doing? It's early in the morning, but I feel like it was later. So I guess I had an early morning. So that's good. I got on here. I know some of y'all are probably at work or gonna watch this later. So uh oh, I see a few of y'all commenting. Okay, hey, what's up? What's y'all doing? So I wanted to speak on never giving up. Always keep what you are, trying to accomplish as your goal, or as what you want, and never give up because someone wants you to, or someone thinks it's the best thing for you. Keep pushing yourself no matter what, to stand, or do whatever you want. You have to, because people will try to persuade you to stay off your course, to go somewhere else, to do this instead of that. But you always have to know, you have to stay in charge of your own life, no matter what. For me, I will always, always, always do what I want, no matter what. People will always try to get you to do this or get you to do that. They could try. Um, y'all like my look? I have so many wigs in my closet. I just go pick one, whichever one um looks cute that day. It's like, I don't like doing my hair, take me too long. Okay. Otherwise, y'all wouldn't get a video till tomorrow or the next day or whatever. And I would be playing with my hair the entire time. So, because I'll be trying to fix it. Wigs, they help me to stay more focused on doing what I do. If you watch my older videos, the number one complaint: why is she always playing with her hair? Oh, she's always touching her hair. People was mad at my hair, so I throw a wig on it. Now they mad at my wigs. What y'all want? Want me to shave it bald? So the moral of that is, people are never going to be happy no matter what. Wear a wig, don't wear a wig, shave your head. Why is she bald? You know, why she got so many wigs? Because they send them to me free, baby. You be wearing them too if you had free good wigs. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I don't go out looking for these. They come for me. All right. You said you got a hater? Who? So, I feel that, people may be a little bit persuaded by certain people or not. But at the same time, we always have to stay who we are and do what we want to do. That way we get to where we want to get. And I learned this a long time ago. I've learned this a long time ago. I like, if my mama can't move me, my sister can't move me, and my brothers can't move me, and my husband can't move me, my kids can't move me, that means nobody can move me but me, baby. That means until you are able to see what you want in your own mind and ready to do it, what it takes to do whatever you're trying to accomplish, then that's what you're going to do. You know, you don't live for other people. You live for yourself and only yourself. And yes, you take care of your children. And yes, you take care of, your financial and things like that. But at the same time, you're not going to let people change you no matter what. That's why I do this. So many people ask me, what if my mom says this? My mom's always telling me this. My dad's telling me that. My sister's telling me this. Why are you always wearing this? How come you? Because I want to and I can. And I always will. So don't even ask no more, period. Okay? So, I don't give up, baby. You go, I will never, I'm like Chucky, baby. I'll never give up. You gonna see Chucky till 3018, okay? Never give up. Okay. Y'all know how like Chucky will not go away. Jason, Michael Myers, Chucky. Those horror films have been out since the 70s, well, except for Chucky. So, and they're still making money today, period. Okay. They don't give up. Neither do I. And that's how you have to look at your life. Like if these horror villains never give up, why should you? Okay. Never. I mean, they're still making movies and money off of these you know, old horror villains. So just if you always have people trying to make you stop doing what you're doing or trying to push you to do something that you don't want to do, just remember them. Okay. So y'all hit the like button, yeah. Mm-hmm. Just came for your new Build a Man video. Oh, you watching my Build a Man video? Girl, I can't remember that video. um, but I do remember the title of it, but I can't remember what I said. Anyway, um, you see Michael Myers at his own pace, still chasing. I know how he always catch up. Okay, and the star of the show. How you doing? He always catch you, even though he walk. He always catch you, and it's the star of the show, even though. So you can't rush people, and you can't try to make people give up because they're gonna go however fast or slow they want to go, but they gonna get there and they gonna stay around. They always say like haste makes waste. You don't get there when you get there. The tortoise and the hare. You know, so whatever, it's whatever. Everybody has some type of philosophy, and what works for them works for them. A level up for philosophy for me is to level up to whatever you want to level up to. There is no set standard. There is no highest standard. There is just your standard of what level up means to you and your goals and what you're trying to accomplish and at your own pace. And I always tell people some people could level up quick and some people level up slow, but at least you're still there. You know what I'm saying? And you have not given up. So no matter what people try to do and try to tell you or how you feel, never ever give up. Just keep going at your own pace. Like even if it's just how how you do your hair or what you choose to wear, just stay doing what you do. Hmm. Um, where to start with leveling up? You started taking yourself on dates, but I still feel awkward being alone. Um, well, you don't have to take yourself out on dates. Like I don't even consider taking yourself out on dates. I just go wherever you want. Well, go and go where you're comfortable at. It doesn't have to be a date as long as you feel good about yourself and you're happy. Spending time with yourself is a date. Like you don't have to go out. You don't have to go anywhere. You can create an ambiance in your home and surround yourself with nice things that you like, your favorite food, your favorite drinks, candles, put your favorite movie on or your favorite music on, read a book, whatever. That's spending time with yourself. That's a date with yourself. You don't have to go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go out, what you're gonna do? Waste money, gas. What else are you gonna do? If no one's taking you out and paying for you, stay in, baby. Okay. Or if you want to go out, if you want to go out, then fine, have fun. But don't look at it as taking yourself on a date. Just look at it as I'm out having fun doing what I want to do. Um, Not a date. Like, to me, I mean, you can say I'm dating myself or I'm gonna go on a date with myself, but you gonna sit there and talk to yourself? Hi, how are you? Oh, I'm great. You look so beautiful. I know, right? Just go out by yourself, girl, and have fun. Don't call it a date. So, you find it hard to freestyle during the winter? Yeah, well, it's not that hard, especially if you live somewhere where it doesn't get super cold. It just, I don't know. Yeah, self-care, treat yourself. Um, or it can just be have fun doing whatever you like to do. Okay. You say you're gonna talk to yourself. You could talk to yourself at home. You don't have to go nowhere to talk to yourself. Um, what is the most feminine? Who are the most feminine women I can think of? None. Like, I believe that most feminine women are acting, and because in the like most feminine women are putting on an act, and most women who are just normal, I would say, they have to try to act feminine always. I have never met a woman who was 100% feminine, like act like without an act. Because we have different ways of getting what we want, of course. We act feminine when we want um, our feminine side to be, able to do certain things. And we act normal, I would say, like everyday selves, when we don't care about whatever it is we're trying to accomplish because we do the other normal self to accomplish what we need to accomplish. So, of course, everyone, just like most men, aren't this super masculine man when they go somewhere, and unless they have to be. So, I really feel like I don't know any super feminine women that are genuinely feminine, but I know some that can really act feminine, and that's good. Good enough. You started wearing dresses more? Yeah, I used to wear a lot of dresses. hmm I think a lot of people had problems with me wearing dresses and looking really pretty and feminine, especially on YouTube. When I started looking like that, I got a lot of new trolls. Like, I don't know why. Like, dang, can I even dress? Can I dress up? Can I look cute? What? Just, I tell you where I bought the clothes from. Come on. You want the link? So, I was like, dang, all these people have an issue when I wear certain things. And, you know, I don't know why, but they seem to have the issue. Now, I could put them back on. I could put those clothes back on and look all extra cute and feminine and stuff like that. But then here come these crazy people in the troll section talking, the trolls love me. So, and I love the trolls, baby. I love the trolls more than they love me, believe, because that's how I got where I am. Exactly where I am because of trolls. The trolls don't even realize what they do. But the funny part about it is, if they really want, I will box up all those beautiful dresses that I have. And if they really want them, if they send me their address, I'll mail them to them. If they really want them. If they want to fit them, I can buy some more. So, Okay. Just put the address in there and I'll send them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I get me some new ones. Um, but I will never give up what I do. Never. I'm not bothered. I stay unbothered because a lot of people want, I think a lot of people want something that they're afraid to go get. And a lot of people are happy with what they have and they don't need to get anything else unless they choose to. It's like that's why I don't really tell people anything because they always want to either hold you to something or take you off your course. So that's why you don't tell people anything. Just like, okay, well, I might do this. I'm thinking about doing that, or I should do this. Keep that to yourself. And and that's your decision when, where, how fast, how long, whatever that you're going to do what you're going to, but keep it to yourself. um, yeah, especially on social media, y'all. Like I could care less. I will, if I think about doing something, I might not do it till a whole year later. And I won't tell you about it either until it's done. hmm I don't like following the trend or the pattern of everybody else. You know that? It's too cookie cutter for me. I know a lot of people have like this boring, set way of doing things. And it's like somebody took a carbon copy and just stamped it out and just put a different name on it. I'm like, that ain't ever going to be me. That will never be me. And if you try to make it me, you're going to be mad because it'll never be me. Um, so many people try to push you to do certain things, but I will never do those things because I don't want to. Um, just like a lot of men will try to manipulate you and make you do something you don't want to. And they might even bribe you with money. Take the money, but don't do whatever you got to do, or they're asking you to do. Take the money though. But if you do, do for yourself first and foremost. And it's not for them. It's only for what you truly want. And that's how you not fall into being able to that's how you not fall into having to always do something for someone else, because that's not me. I ain't gonna do that for you unless I feel like doing something for you, and that's gonna be very rare, you know um so that's why I have the attitude I have. That's why I am the way that I am, and that's why I'm going to stay the way that I am, because I feel that it's really what people should be. Because if I can easily push you around and make you do something, then what else am I do? You know, um, just do when you want to do. Never ever let people take you off your course. Never ever let people push you into something you don't want to do, and never ever allow people to tell you who you are and what you are, because only you can do that. They can never do that for you. Um, but in the meantime, when they're trying to do things, make sure you take advantage of the situation because you know exactly what they're doing. Because if you know that they're trying to push you in a certain way or manipulate you in a certain way, then take advantage of it because you know they're trying to take advantage of you. Always. Don't let them allow themselves to feel like they're doing something. And this will help them to stop trying so hard. Okay. Um, you said can't let people know your plans. They start pulling out their fears on you. They can pull them out all they want. Shoot. Fear don't matter. That's why it's a word that doesn't matter. You know, fear is not a physical thing, so it does not matter. Manipulate. You said love self. Yep. Love self enough to love yourself enough to not change who you are unless you want to. Okay. Now, when I say that, people are going to think all sorts of things. Now, when you say love yourself, that can mean about 5 different things. So I'm going to explain to what love yourself means to me. Love yourself to me means to stay exactly where you want to be and get there whenever you want to be there, and to put yourself as your current priority, which means wherever you need to be, whatever you need to be doing or not doing, that's what you're going to choose to do because you want to. Okay. Now, the other type of love for self is how you look, how you present yourself to the world. That is the physical aspect of, taking care of yourself. And so that is self-love for me. The other type of self-love that people are speaking about sometimes, that type of self-love does not really count. That type of self-love is not love at all. Okay. It's compensation of whatever you're feeling. Okay. So love yourself by making sure that you look nice, making sure that you feel good about yourself, and making sure that you are not pulled or pushed in any direction that you don't want to be, because that's really self-love. Okay. Mhm. And that's what my definition of self-love is. I don't go by what everybody else's definition of something is if I don't like it. And I'm telling y'all straight up, whatever someone else's meaning or definition is of something does not make that my definition. So remember that. Okay. We don't talk about, y'all already know I don't do certain things and I don't care because that's who I am. If y'all don't know, y'all need to learn quick. Okay. And honestly, you said folks need to definitely define it. That's what I defined it by. Like, just because that means something to you doesn't mean that's what it means to me. The world sees self-love as being selfish. And you know what? Selfish and self-love and things like that. You can be selfish if you want, or you can be stingy if you want. Both of them are self-love. Selfish, stingy, not conforming, that is also a form of self-love. So either way you look at it, whatever you choose to do for yourself or not choose to do is actually self-love. Okay. Mhm. Um, Preserving self, especially as woman, is key. You're already preserved. I'm going to tell you why. Because you think you are. Okay. If you don't think you are, then you ain't. I think I am. I know I am. I am self-preserved. Always. You know, it's when you stop. It's when you start doubting. Is when you start doubting yourself. Is when you have an issue. So stop doubting yourself. Don't worry about all of that. Do what you got to do, or don't do what you don't want to do. Society has created the stigma about being selfish because that does not benefit the agenda. I don't care about the agenda. I don't care about the agenda, baby. You know what I care about? Whatever I'm thinking about, whatever I'm caring about at the time. I cannot live for an agenda, baby. Can't live for an agenda. I can only live for who I am, for me. Is it ratchet to put your PayPal in the bio? Is it ratchet to ask for money or to put a PayPal? I don't know. Is it? I think a lot of people put that in there because people were always going to ask, and then I have to stop and type out stuff and be like, okay, here it is, and da 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 da. So, you prepare before you do anything. Mm, prepare. Shira, you have a scar. Your boyfriend saw it. You acted like it was normal, although he was like, "Oh my God, I had to accept it," and now he's what? Girl, I don't mind care about no scar. You you think he's thinking about that when he's trying to do something with you, girl? He don't care that. What to do if your man starts being mean? Be meaner, baby. Become meaner. Okay. He mean, you meaner. That's it. That's super simple. I can make myself look good, but what can I do about my talk game? I'm either not being talking seriously or just feeling awkward when men talk to me. Go somewhere where there's music so you ain't got to talk. Sparkle, sprinkle. um, you know, what is the new trend of men asking women to buy them stuff? Dang, I don't know. They ask me, they gonna get laughed at for real. Mm-hmm. I think it's counterproductive for women who are leveling up to have close female friend at this point. They all seem like they use you and envy. I feel that if you don't need friends, then don't have them. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that feel like they need friends, and some people that feel like they're good on their own, and then there's some people that feel like they just need friends to hang out with every once in a while. But at the same time, if you don't feel like you need them, then don't have them. Okay, just if you don't feel like you need them, don't have them, or have those type of friends that know that it's not a serious friendship. Just like I'll call you if I feel like hanging out. That's it. Don't take it personally if I don't call you in 2 days or 3 days, because like I'm just not like that. I can never. I was never like that. Like unless I'm in a relationship with you, I'm not gonna be always up, texting you, calling you, talking to you, because that's not me. You know. Oh, I don't know why. It's just not. It's just not something that I do. Hmm. Why do men run out of conversation when I'm talking stage of a relationship? It's awkward because they don't want one, obviously. I mean, like, if you don't want a relationship, both people know that. Don't act like you don't know. You know, sometimes people want a relationship, but it's not time for a relationship, or they're not able to have a proper relationship. They could be married, they could, be in a long-term relationship or whatever. So, I mean, that's understandable. But at the same time, they understand you too, because it's like um it it's mutual, you know. Okay. Anyway, women really are competitive. I think more women are competitive when people are, trying to stop them from doing something or trying to pressure them to do something. It's almost like it's kind of like pushing a button until someone just gets upset, or because women aren't naturally competitive unless someone is pushing them to be. You know what I'm saying? So if no one is pushing you, women don't care. Like they could care less. Women have a lot of options. But when you have someone, constantly pushing you and putting things in your ear and saying this, and that, they're trying to make you compete. And that's why I'm like, you know what? I can't compete against other people because they're not where I am. Okay? Who else out there is like me? I'm just waiting. I'm asking, look, who me? Where's the other one? I don't see none. Okay. So there is no competition in my eye. Everybody can be different and there's room for everyone. If you think I'm your competition, think again. I'm not anyone's competition. Okay. And I never will be because I don't compete. Done. If you think I'm your competition, you thought wrong. Because I promise you, and I'm just saying this because I'm being 100% honest. I won't remember your name in a few days, baby. I won't remember a lot of things because I don't care enough. So therefore, how can I compete about someone I don't know, who I forgot, who I don't care enough for? I can't. So I'm just saying. That's all I can say. If you thought I was your competition, think again. Go look somewhere else. Because this is who I am. This is who I'm going to stay. And I have no competition. That's it. Just like that's how you have to think as a woman. And no matter how many women are out there, no matter how many women want your man or how many men your women want, those are not your competition because they are not you. Okay? You know why they're not your competition? Because they're not you. And there's only one you. There's only one you that you can see, you know, or that person has access to. There's only one you that man has access to. There's not another you. So therefore you never have competition. Those are other women who are totally different from you. So therefore they're never going to be your competition. Because when that man thinks about you, he ain't thinking about them. So how do you have competition? You don't have any. You never will. And when you think like that, when you think that way, you don't need to do anything but whatever you want. Okay? I know it sounds narcissistic. I know it sounds weird, but if you try thinking like that for at least a week, you're going to see a difference in your life. I promise you. Can you say how you deal with a loss of few family members have died this year and I have taken a hard time for sprinkle sprinkle? Appreciate that. I feel that depending on how old they were and if they were sick or not, are they sudden deaths? Have you had time to process their death prior to them dying? Have you been around death? Things like that. That's, everyone's grieving is a lot different. And that's all I can tell you. Like, that's all anybody will tell you. There's stages of grief, and they're all different for everybody else. So you will face certain degrees of grief at different times, and it's not the same for everyone. That's what they're going to say. That's the textbooks. That's the textbook definition. So I feel that however you deal with it is how you're going to deal with it. Me, I've seen it up close and personal, and it's almost as if you prepare for it way too soon and you're very numb to it during the time of, and then afterward, it's not so bad. Okay. That's the best thing I could tell you. And if you have questions, that's going to lead you to more questions and reading and research on, like, if you're curious about what happens after death. But you just have to be, fine with it. Okay. I mean, there's nothing we can do but Just have, memories and think of the good times. Okay. Yeah. It said let go of comparison. Exactly. Would you allow your man to bring a long year female friend home while you're not at home? How would I know if I'm not there? If I found out, if you asked me if he could, and if he told me to, then if he even had the audacity to ask me that, or if I was not really, with him intimately anymore, or it just depends on the type of relationship you have. I would not either care, or I would be so busy with whatever I was doing that I wouldn't even care or ask, you know. Um, but at the same time, it just depends on the relationship. No woman is competition because we all have the same thing. It's just bigger or smaller. hmm So the funny thing is, it's like everybody wants you to do something. Like they're trying to push you. They're trying to have subtle suggestions to you. You know what? Pay me to have them. Pay me to suggest to me, darling. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to push this on you. Maybe you need to shut up. Maybe you need to stop wearing so much makeup. Maybe you should take a break. Maybe you should shut up, lady. Maybe you should shut up, sir. Maybe you need to take a break. Maybe I'm doing what I need to do because I can. If you want people to take a break, then pay them to take a break. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? If you want people to take a break, take them on a vacation, baby. If you want people to take a break, give them something to give them a way to take a break that they like. You can't just tell people to go take a break. This ain't no Kit Kat commercial. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Maybe you need a break. This is a break. Okay. How do you feel about men having female friends? I could care less. Is it my man? Do you think living with your parents is enabling? Well, ask someone who's been kicked out on the street, and then ask someone who lives with their parents, and then ask someone who lived with their parents until they enabled themselves. I mean, you're going to get several answers. hmm Sure, a sugar want to online payment is best app you should use. Girl, I don't know. Whichever one work in your country. Would you feel bad for taking money from your parents? Um, I would feel bad for taking money from my parents if I couldn't pay it back. hmm Or if I knew that's all they had. You know what I'm saying? But usually parents are very forgiving, and they will definitely allow you to pay them back if that's what you want, or if that's what they want. Your boyfriend is older and he tried breaking up with him multiple times. Breaking up with him is so hard. He refuses. What should I do? Love you. Um, I don't know. Like, if he wants to break up with you, or if you want to break up with him, then tell him y'all broke up, and then go do what you want to do. And if he act like y'all ain't, well, then tell him y'all are. So hmm, just because they don't agree, don't mean you didn't agree. How to see men as bugs? I see them as bugs, but when I'm in front of them, they have some sort of invisible power over me. The same way that women do over men. Women have power over men when they see them in public, even more actually, because it's like men can talk trash online all day in the comments or online. But then when they get in your presence, it's a whole different story. It's like, okay. Um, so it goes both ways. Would you suggest going ghost and disappearing on social media and friends when you're leveling up? It's a video on if you want to. Um, I mean, everything is your choice. How do you stay unemotional if a guy's playing game? Don't care. People play people play games all the time. It doesn't mean that you care. Like I would have to go to these stupid games sometimes, like basketball games or a football game, and I would just be trying to figure out what food I'm finna eat. Looking at everybody's outfit. I'm not paying attention to the game, baby. Look, the game is not why I'm there. You heard. Most women who go to any type of sporting events, they're not there for the sports. I don't know why what y'all thought. They're scoping out potentials and they're getting drinks and eating. They don't care about the score. They're not caring about the game. They're there to get what they want. Okay. A lot of like if a man is intimidated by you, then you need him. Period. I know I'm there to network. LOL. Like so, and a lot of women pretend to like sports because their man likes it or they like the men who are playing sports. But at the same time, they don't care about the stupid sports. They're not trying to play game. They're not trying to be in the game. They're not trying to know the score. They're not trying to know the rules. They don't care. Like they're just there to do whatever they're trying to do. They have their own plans. Okay. They're not there to play. They're not there to suit up and put on them tight, ugly pants and a helmet. They are there to do whatever they want to do and leave whenever they want to leave. Okay. You see it fall asleep at the baseball game. Exactly. What about the man that doesn't like you, like for you to vent to them? Then tell them to ignore you like all the other men do, girl. What's wrong? Um, let's try. Hmm. Get a therapist if you're venting to your man. Right? So you have your own plans. If you can be nice, time occasionally. What sports is boring. Always attract men who like sports. Hold on, I have something. Um, yeah, do what makes you feel good, and don't do what you don't want to do. Like I hate sports. I don't like watching sports on TV, but I'll go to a game. I don't like doing certain things, but you paying, I'm going. As long as it's free for me. Okay. You like the intellect question? Okay. Did I miss it? Um, a lot of people talk about insecurities concerning the body, but what about the mind? Sometimes being insecure about your intellect, even though you know you're smart. How do one overcome this? I would prefer I would prefer other people to like I don't want to know everything, you know? Like if you're a woman and you're smart, that doesn't mean you know everything. You can be clever. Clever is different than smart. Clever means if you don't know something, you can still figure it out, you know? Um, if you're insecure about not knowing something, then perhaps if you found someone that knew what you don't know, they could teach you. But at the same time, if they don't know how to teach or if they're explaining it in a way that you don't understand, then you're not going to understand it. So it's very important to find someone that speaks your own language. You know what I'm saying? So and when I say that, I mean it's very important for people to speak your language, which means teach you on your level, like I try to do. You know, um, and if they can't, then you're not going to learn anything. But remember, clever and intelligent are two different things, and they're both very valuable. There's some people that are intelligent but not clever. You combine the two, hmm, then you're somewhere. So there is different degrees to intellect. Um, you said clever is better than smart. Yeah, because smart is simply memorizing something and knowing the order of something, but clever is knowing ways around it, loopholes, and when you're finding the funny thing is when you're clever, either you learn something or you learn how to get around it, or you learn it so well that you can get around it several different ways. So being clever, you're learning at the same time, but because you have to. It's almost as if you're learning as you go, but you're also learning how to be clever at the same time. So intellect and clever go hand in hand, but if you have the clever, you can get the intellect. That's not the issue, you know. Mhm. You said you think it's fear of looking unintelligent. I play unintelligent all the time. I play stupid all the time. There's no fear in that, baby. If you have no fear in looking dumb and stupid, there's no fear in that. Perhaps teaching people is if you feel like if you teach someone something, you fear that they may, be more clever than you, and if you give them the intelligence, then that fear might happen. You know what I'm saying? That might be the real fear. If you're giving someone something and you know that they're clever, that might be a fear as well. So, honestly, I don't think women fear looking unintelligent. I think women play dumb all the time. So, I don't feel fear looking stupid at all if it benefits them. Okay. And that's what I teach. Look, play dumb. Shoot, you don't know. And if you play dumb and you really don't know, then you're not really lying, are you? Okay. That's the beauty of playing dumb. They don't know if you really don't know or if you really dumb. Okay. That's all you got to know. Like if you got to play dumb, if they're not teaching you, they may teach you and you already know, or they might teach you and you might not know. Like they can't say that they never tried. Okay. Feel the fear, but do it anyway. Trying to secure your bag, how to play dumb, act like you don't know. Play a fool to play the fool. Do what you gotta do. I don't know. Like I feel like, My books explain this very well. They are linked below in the description bar, and I'll link it below. I Bring Nothing to the Table, Wisdom of SheRaSeven. These books will help you. Okay? Get them. They're linked below in the description. Women who really aren't clever talk too much. You have to use selective honesty. That's true. Um, I guess you have to be a bit devious to be clever. Telling them, yeah. I mean, who's not devious? I want to take a leap of faith and move from your family to further your career. What do you think? Do what's best for you. Exactly. She should definitely not get pregnant by a 50. Nope. What is your book about? How can they help us? They can help you be more like me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Best thing I can say. If you like how I think, then get them books. I mean, that's the best way I can explain those books. That's how they can help you. Be unbothered. Be more clever. Be more clever and stay unbothered. That's what those books will help you do. Especially when you're dating men. Are there any ladies that found out that they can't trust men nor women and feel disappointed? I mean, you should know that from the start. Okay. I think most girls learn that in high school, whenever they start dating. Um, so that's old news. Eh. Do men care about your education degree? Only if they want you to use it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you find potentials if you come from a royal family? Use that, I guess. Find somebody that will looking for a title. But if they're not, then they're not. Or don't tell them. Be like, what's his name? Princess Zamunda. He asked you for a relationship, but being hot and cold. How do I get my power back after getting emotional? You never lost your power, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how you have to think. Like, don't think you ever lost any power. Why would you think that? That's funny. Like, who told you you lost power? Why do you think you lost power? And why would you say that about yourself? Why would you say that? Like, did you really lose power? That's what I'm saying. Like, don't say that. Nice girl, sprinkle, sprinkle. What hairstyles or tips do you recommend for women with thick, unmanageable hair? I try to look good all day, every day. I don't know. Like, I couldn't tell you because I don't have thick hair. My daughters have thick hair. I take them to get their hair done, or I flat iron it, or they wear curly with products in it to, keep the curls cute. So I have no idea. I couldn't give you hairstyle tips because I'm not a hairstylist. I just wear wigs, and that's what I'll be doing. Look, wigs is my answer because I don't like even doing my own hair. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so keep the curls cute, hunty. So when are you going to wear pink or blues colored wigs, Shira? When somebody pay me to, darling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I told y'all long ago, if I got on one of them wigs, somebody paying. But at the same time, I don't really wear those color wigs. No, I don't wear those color wigs. They don't send them to me because I told them, I was like, don't send me certain wigs because I'm not going to wear them. Okay? Um, and they don't. What's the point of being with men when you can't trust them? The same reason when men are with women that they can't trust. Duh. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, how you get a man to care when he never wants to take you out on weekends? Good provider. Me going out without him might piss him off. Um, then if you don't want to go out without him, then don't go out without him. If you do, then go. It doesn't matter. Um, you got is that your husband? You got a ring on it? Is he paying all the bills? Who cares? Um, tell him you going to your mama house. Who knows? Do what you gotta do. How you get a woman to stop her negative patterns and mindsets? Every time I think I am breaking through, she reverts back to her anger. And the key word was thought you was breaking through. You never broke through, obviously. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Every time you think you breaking through, you're not breaking through because you're only thinking. You gotta listen, pay attention, learn, listen, pay attention, and learn. You can't stop someone from reverting back if they never stopped doing whatever they were doing. The best way to stop someone from reverting back to anything is to give them something else, something that they watch, or something that they've been watching, or something that they can not want to revert back because they have something. You can't just it's kind of like a habit. You can't break a habit if you don't replace a habit. You have to replace a habit in order to break a habit. And the habit has to be something that is way more. Um, the habit has to be something that they want more than the one that they already have. Okay. Um, but at the same time, it also has to be something that helps them, you know, be better, helps them get to where they want to go. Da da da. Has to be for them. If it's not, then they're gonna always revert back. How to begin allowance conversations with a man who wants a relationship. Just tell them straight up, look, this is what I need. You can't do it, then holler when you can. Bye. I mean, sometimes if it's a new relationship, then you have to be like, well, I don't know. I'm kind of shy about commitment and like my requirements in a relationship, they're very hard for most men to meet. Leave it like that. Then he's gonna ask. No, it's just, I let's take this slow. Then he's gonna want to know, and then that's when you tell him what you need, right? Well, in my definition of a relationship is a man who can totally provide and take care of his woman if she wants him to, and she should have plenty of options, or she doesn't have to work. And this is otherwise, I mean, I don't see the point of a relationship if her man can't totally take her off the market and allow her to just be feminine and blah 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 blah. If he can't do that, then what's the point of a relationship? You know, that's why you wait and make them ask you. Because they're going to pull it out of you, which means they want to know, which means they're trying to do something. How can you trust a cheater? Even cheaters have loved ones. It's the hairs who you need to worry about, the liars who you need to worry about. Even cheaters have loved ones. It's the liars you need to worry about. Well, cheaters are liars. So they're the same thing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How can I get more money than what I get? Have more than one ways of getting money. What are your tips to keep yourself unpredictable during the relationship besides the physical aspect? Thank you. Um, I think ways to being unpredictable during a relationship is to keep your own mind and do whatever you want to do when you want to do it, and don't feel like you have to explain anything to anyone unless you know you feel it's necessary. I also feel that being unpredictable is probably good because same old thing might get boring. But at the same time, you know, the physical appearance helps too. How do I get married young or old? Should I get married young or older? Whichever age you can find somebody to take care of you. I mean, be able to take care of yourself too, but just in case. Your beauty doesn't make him insecure. He was always insecure. True. How do you make someone addicted to you? Be you. Unapologetically. Um, how you deal with men that feel less than y'all? Mhm. Why are you? Oh, yeah. A female keeps giving you gifts. What is that? I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mhm. It depends on what the gift is for, you know. Mhm. Hi. Why would you want a man addicted to you? That to me would be get old. Mhm. I think people gift people other things because they have extra or they want that person to, you know, like the reason I would gift a lot of people is it's going to be both business and having extra of something, and I would be like, oh, you I have all this makeup, you want to use some, or you can have it, or I got stuff still with tags on it, you want it, because I feel that when you have a lot of extra things, it's almost as if you never have to go shopping for gifts. I have bags of things that I can give out for Christmas that I never used. Does your husband treat you better as you kept leveling up in appearance? I would say it just depends. Like, I think if you've been married a long time, yeah, the appearance does matter, and how you feel about yourself matters. About how whoever is, you're with treats you. I've learned along the way that how you treat yourself is how others will treat you, and if they don't, then you don't care. You're not going to submit to someone who's treating you less than you would treat yourself. That's just never going to happen. You're never going to change for someone who's not willing to do what you need them to do. And you're never going to do certain things because of who you are. And that's just who you are. And if people accept who you are, then they don't have an issue with it. Okay. So many men, we don't live in the old days. Men can't change women. They can try, but they never will. Because eventually the woman is going to remember she has always had power and she will never, you know, she never really loses herself. She just remembers. You got my books, girl, sprinkle, sprinkle. I know, right? I appreciate that, girl. She gonna sprinkle, sprinkle me, girl. All right. Go ahead. You have a long question. Okay. I got a long question too, but I never ask. Relationships last longer when you take care of yourself first, then take care of each other after. Yeah, it depends on what taking care of means, because it means different things to different people. So it means different things to different people. Not everybody uses the same meaning of words and vocabulary. So you gotta also know that. Taking care of somebody might mean financially. It might mean you know, mentally, or it might mean this, it might mean that, it might mean physically. Mhm. So you gotta make sure you're on the same page about what taking care of means. When you say taken care of, I money. Give me that money. That's taken care of. Okay. There's no point of him being wealthy if he's stingy. Relationships last long when you're working together towards the same goals. That's what you have found. Yeah, but relationships last long when you're working towards the same goals. If that goal is making yourself happy and his goal is making you happy, then that is the same goal. Okay. I gotta remember that too. You love sprinkle sprinkle. Anyway, so whatever your goal is, that's his goal. Okay. Make sure your goal is you. So his goal is you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't have a mutual goal. That's dumb. You your own goal. And so then you become his goal. And I'm not talking about a basketball goal. I'm talking about what he's gonna chase, what he's gonna do anything to have. And still you your own goal. Remember that. The reason is because what's the point? If y'all both chasing something, why I gotta chase the same thing you're chasing? That makes no sense. You chase that if that's what you want. Mm. If you don't have to chase anything, you're good. Um, should you stop telling your friends you want rich husband? I don't care if they call me materialistic. I own it, but well, I don't like. I would never use those words. Like I would only just if somebody was like trying to talk to you and get to know you, and they're not what you want, and you completely dismiss them or whatever, and your friends ask why, it's like, oh, they're just not my type. 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 You ain't got to say what your type is, Rich. You don't have to tell them. No, when somebody with some money approach and you give them, you entertain them and give them time of day, whatever you need to do, then they'll see what your type is. They'll know. They'll be like, whoa, that's your type? Yes, that's my type. Why do women reveal so much to friends? Your friends don't really like you. They are around for a reason. Well, if your friends don't really like you and you talk a lot to them and you tell them all what you need to tell them, then if they already don't like you, it's just going to give them a reason to not like you even more. And so they'll dismiss themselves even faster than they would have if they were continually pretending to like you. So you give them all of it so that they dismiss themselves even faster. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's kind of like going on a date. And if you know you don't like the person or you know that they don't like you, you can do whatever you want on that date, baby. And they will not call you back. They will be gone and you can get rid of them faster to make room for, new new people, old people, young people, whatever. But it's just going to let them know that you don't care what they think and you're still going to be you. And if their anger or animosity or hate grows towards you, they'll leave you alone faster. Okay? But at the same time, you know, you have to ask yourself why they want to pretend to be your friend in the first place. Mhm. And I feel that people that look for friends, pretend to be friends, reach out, they are the ones that most likely the haters. You know what I'm saying? Because I rarely reach out to people ever. So, if people are reaching out to you, side eye, baby. Side eye. I've noticed that when people reach out for you, that's an issue. Like, if you've reached out to me and I don't respond to you, no, don't take it personally. If I do respond to you, I have a side eye, you know. And if I don't have a side eye, I give you a chance, and I'm very transparent and honest from the start. If you don't see that, then that's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I can tell people. And I don't hold guilt because I feel that is, I'm very transparent from the start. Hmm. I'm like, okay, look, this is who I am. This is how I am. I don't like this and I don't like that. You heard? And that's it. So no making new friends. If I make a new friend, it's probably not going to be someone that I meet anywhere online. It's probably going to be someone that I have everything in common with, or just, most things in common with, that is so on a different level that there is no animosity, hate, or competition. You know what I mean? Or need to compete. It has to be that way. Mhm. Because a lot of people will try to pit you against each other, or they'll try to manipulate or put things into your mind or their minds or whatever by saying certain things about them or whatever, whatever. That's what always happens whenever you get a friend. Somebody else that may not like them may come and whisper something in your ear, or just the vice versa. And then that's when it starts. So my friend got to be a hermit too, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Two hermits that don't care what other people think, that don't have, um, you know, that don't invest in what people whisper to them in their ears. Because I feel that, that's why a lot of ladies who are trying to level up, um, are always worried about, who said this, who said that, who's your friend, who's not your friend. Find someone who doesn't have to compete with you. Find someone that does not see you as their competition. Find someone who cannot be jealous of you. Find someone who can't do anything but like you because they do. That's it. If you can't find it, then stop looking for it and just be your own friend, darling. Because when you constantly are trying to find a friend or find someone to be compatible with, even if it's just a friend to talk to or whatever, for some reason, you know, if you feel or if they feel a certain way about you, then you're going to pick up on that. And usually that's why people leave you alone, because they pick up on subtleties. If you pick up on a subtlety, you're going to distance yourself from that person. It could be a tone in your voice. It could be a statement that you said, which will allow people to say, okay, well, they don't have my best interest in mind, so I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna keep them at a distance, and that's what you do. That's your internal warning system to say, hey, look, back up, baby. You ain't that special. What is a bless? It's a blessing. Live morning, Shira, great. Oh, Monique, sprinkle. Appreciate. That was nice, huh? You said men love toxic women, be toxic. I don't know why. Mm-mm. Yeah, pick up on subtleties all the time. I'm like, you know what? Nah. You said stop manifesting, start stealing. That's funny. This look remind you of the old you. All my clothes in my closet remind me of the old me, except for my new clothes. I wear this shirt all. I've worn this shirt several times on my videos. Y'all, I have so many clothes. I could wear something every day and still have something left over at the end of the year. how to how do you show dark feminine energy in the physical aspect? I don't know, like however you want. Okay. So you said dark makeup. How, like you can have. I mean, watch TV. Let me tell y'all. Watch movies. A lot of movies will show, you know, a certain type of woman, and she will look like she has some dark feminine energy, but she might not have any at all. And then you'll see the innocent or really feminine looking woman who might have all the dark feminine energy and not show it at all. So it depends on if you want to show or not. Some people mix it up. Some people wear hats. Some people wear makeup. Some people do whatever they want. Like some people wear costumes. It don't matter. So, mhm. So yeah, stay and do what you want. Don't let anybody else rush you. Don't let anybody slow you down. Don't take subtle suggestions from people that you don't know or trust. Um, keep your own way of thinking. If people are trying to force themselves into your life via friendship or whatever, ask yourself why. Are you really that great of a person to have people dying to be your friend? Like, I don't think so. There's something wrong here because I know I'm crazy. Just stay aware. Stay aware and like know exactly what you want. And if you don't know what you want, then don't do anything until you do. You know, a lot of people, um, a lot of people will try to force their way into your DMs, into your, comments and things like that. They will try to force their way in, da, da, da. And that's a red flag. And at first, oh, you think it's, oh my goodness, I'm so loved and wanted and praised and da 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 da. Oh yes, but at the same time, it's like these people crazy. Don't they know who I am? Okay, I've done enough videos. Okay, That's all I can tell you. Like they're nice, or they're pretending to be nice. They're forcing their way, but at the same time, don't they know who I am? Um, and also, I would also ask myself, you know, am I that special? Am I that important? Am I that great? Am I that beautiful? Am I that woman? Am I that woman? Am I all that? Am I just the best thing ever? You know, I would ask myself that, and I was like, probably not. But if they think I am, who am I to say that I'm not? If they think I am, if they want to bow down and worship and do all that kind of stuff, they fine. But I don't do the same thing. So, You said don't get too comfortable. Like, I don't do the same thing. If I bow down and worship anybody, y'all already know who that would be. And maybe not. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, you said never get too comfortable. I never get comfortable. I always switch it up. Y'all know that. Tomorrow I'll have on a whole different color wig. The next day I'll be wearing a whole different outfit. One day I might look this way, and one day I might look that way. The next day I might be doing something totally different. If I ever got comfortable, I don't think I'd be where I am. Okay. You're 24, you change your looks, you only get 2 states and never approach. Okay. The toxicity can't be overt for a man to be addicted. It has to be silent killer. Covert, he has to not realize he's being manipulated. A lot of women are too overt. Mhm. Mhm. So, look, y'all gonna have to raise the dead, baby. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said no grown man gonna deal with a toxic woman. That's right. They might not deal with them, but they will be making deals. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's all I can tell you. They might not deal with them, but they will be trying to make deals. Trying is the key word. Find your own man. You have to have code in life. Okay. When you by yourself, you thrive. Okay. Should you have a baby? Where's your ring? Where's your money? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, is it weird you just up and leave when I feel the need to change your environment? Is it? Is it weird to you? Because that's all that matters. If it ain't weird to you, then it ain't weird. Unless you're taking an opinion poll from everybody else to make your decision. So that's my answer. If it's weird to you, then it's weird. If it ain't, then it ain't. Sure, for a well-to-do man, natural colors are more attractive in your experience. Natural colors are more attractive. It just depends on what time of day it is, baby. Is it daytime, nighttime? Where you at? Where are you guys at? There's an appropriate color for every occasion or appropriate look. Hmm. Men love the women who hurt them. They are masochists. Do they? Well, I mean, if that's what they like, hey. Hmm. What to do when people try to speak things into your life and have a second guessing yourself out of nowhere? I speak things right back into my life where they belong and dismiss them. Okay, I speak whatever I want back into my life and dismiss whatever they was trying to say. That's all you got to do. Like, whatever. You wrong, I'm right. Bye. You wrong, I'm correct. You're wrong, whatever. That's just you. I don't use that word. Whatever your mama. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, that's what I do. That's what you have to do. Like, who cares? I don't care what you think. That's your opinion. That's not going to matter. Um, You have to be resolute in your goals. Don't let anyone manipulate you. Yeah. And if they try, change the whole thing around to make it impossible for them to ever try to do it again. Tell them who you are and what you are. I like, I know I'm always quoting people and lyrics of people, but that's because they probably have ran into certain similar situations where they had to. Mhm. Like, don't forget who I am and what I can be and what I can turn into if I want to. Period. You know, don't forget. Don't forget. I know when I need to know. Don't forget. I know how to do more things than what I'm doing right now. Don't forget. Okay. That's all you got to do. Um, you can remind, uh, you know, fake friends of that too. You can remind everybody of that too. And then you remind yourself of that. And then you remind them when they try it again and again and again. And you keep reminding them until they stop trying. You know why? Because they're going to continue to try until they find something else better to do. Or they find someone else to mess with, or they find someone else to talk to, or they find someone they're gonna continue to try. But I mean, eventually they'll be like, okay, well, that's not gonna happen. So let's do something different, you know. But then all the attempts that they have tried, your responses are also lessons to other people. And when those people run into similar situations, they're going to have the knowledge, or they're going to be armed with the knowledge to also combat, whatever those people are trying to accomplish, or whatever they're trying to do against you, as far as, like trying not to let you get to where you want to be, or trying to allow you to feel as if you are not where you should be, or if they're trying to push you somewhere or suggest things to you, you know or like she said, speak something into your life. You're going to already know how to combat that. And whether it be a family member, whether it be a man, a woman, a friend, a teacher, or whoever, you're going to know what to say and what to do. And if you don't, you just, you'll do the best you can. Your friend always wants you to be casual when you go out, always asking what I'm wearing. Well, so you know me, I'm gonna be dressed, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know me. Oh, Cash App, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that, girl. How to heal from being a toxic, how to heal from having a toxic mother? I don't know. Um, the best thing to do is know, and I never take anything personal. I've always learned that when you grow up and you face certain obstacles and overcome them, you see why certain people are toxic, and you don't blame them. You know, I always say never take the blame for something. I mean, never blame someone for something, because you don't know why they are the way that they are. Um, and many mothers will tell you, wait till you grow up, wait till you have kids, wait till you do this, wait till you do that. And usually, when you get to that point, you see exactly why certain things are the way that they are, and why women, and why especially mothers, are the way that they are. And you tend not to judge, because you have to know that those circumstances were there for a reason, and that mother was that way for a reason. So you don't really have any blame. Okay. Do you feel a high value woman for a wife should wear a dress more than? I feel like she should wear whatever she want if she want to wear it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know what I'm saying? I believe in choice. I believe in having whatever you want to do, having whatever you want when you want to have it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe. I don't believe that there's a specific rule. If you want to wear pants and you want if it looks feminine on you, then that's fine. If you want to wear dresses, wear dresses. If you want to dress like a Jehovah's Witness, dress like a Jehovah's Witness. I don't care. Wear what you want. Do you look sexy in it? Are men trying to holler at you all the time? Then that's what you need to be wearing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got called extra today? Good. Extra costs extra. So, your friend's father is a pervert, but he may be dying soon. He asked me if I thought she should reconnect with him to get his money, but she's not sure he'll give it to her. Girl, paperwork. Sprinkle. Should I constantly ignore your husband day to day until he begs to see me by spending money? How do I interact with him? However you need to interact with him to get what you need to get done, baby. You know why? Because that's what they're going to do for you. The same thing. I hate when people ask me what I'm wearing. It seems like they have a sense of... I feel like I'm the only person who dresses up when going to lectures. Da, 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 blah, blah, blah. You're being extra. You know what? If you extra, then you extra. That's all people can. You can't change for people if you don't want to. If you're extra, you just extra. There's always somebody that's extra. That's it. The guy you seen ghosted you but watches your social media. He's really rich and he wants his money. And you want his money. How do you get him to contact you? Well, if he's watching your social media, all you got to do is say something on social media. Maybe indirectly, but you can say something. If you watch. If you don't watch, then he ain't going to see it. Just be like, hey, here go my Cash App. Here go my PayPal. Here go. Look, this how you pay me. If he feel like he can give you some money, he will. That's it. That's all you can do. You just found out your boyfriend is a serial cheater, a narcissist, and a swinger. He is a high earning man. Okay. What's new? Ain't they all? Okay, you just named the norm. What's up? Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-huh. For real? Girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl. That sounds like a not even a Hallmark movie, not even a Lifetime movie, girl. That sounds like one of them books, the romance novels with people on the cover talking about chocolate love or something like that. The super fantasy books, baby. But hey, like if that's your life, girl, live that. Live that life to the fullest and write you a romance novel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Said chocolate thunder on the cover. Okay. You said that sounds like 50 Shades of Grey without the extras. Yeah, but like I used to try to read romance novels when I was younger. And the problem that I always had like where I could not really get into them is that they were the women were too perfect. You know what I'm saying? Especially in certain books. Like y'all too perfect. Like that ain't ever gonna happen. And so that like the allure of romance novels lost its value with me because ain't nobody that perfect. Um like this is some stupid stuff. Like why y'all writing this? Y'all know this ain't no real. I know it's supposed to be fantasy, but make it believable. Come on. You said Disney? Uh-huh. They try to give Disney characters flaws that have to be accepted. But at the same time, the storyline is perfect. So if you could combine those two together, and make them more realistic, yeah, I think more people would be able to relate. But all that other stuff is like you be laughing at the writer, like who published this? Just stupid. Like really? That's why I stopped trying to read fiction. I might try to read one every once in a while, but then like when it's not perfect, that's when people are more intrigued. That's when people are more, trying to see what's going to happen next. But when it's too perfect, you can already predict the ending. Okay, they're gonna get together. It's gonna be perfect. Hallmark movie, baby. Bye. But then when it's not, you're like, oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And that's why people will definitely buy those type of books. They're not gonna buy them boring, perfect books like two blah. Okay. You like 50 Shades can relate a bit. I've never seen that movie. Funny. Um, I'm trying to write a love story about young people, but I'm trying to make it more natural and not so Disney-like. Mm, I think the like when you're young, the feeling is more Disney-like, but the results are not. So I think you should write from that perspective. Like what you feel and what you get. It's two different things. Mm, As an adult, Twilight is cringe. Yep. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're definitely not perfect. Divorced 50-50. Ex stripper Pretty Woman was one of your favorite movies as a kid. Thanks for teaching us that being beautiful woman with a good mouthpiece is enough. Hey, sometimes it gotta be. Make it work. Make it do what it do. That's all I can tell you. Like whatever tools you got in your toolbox, make them work, baby. Okay, some people got degrees, some people got ex stripping, some people got a pretty face, some people got good bodies. Look, whatever you got in your toolbox, make it work for you. Okay. How to have a beautiful mouthpiece act. Hey, you're a teen and you need advice because you never get the same attention as the other girls. How can you cope with this and be unbothered? Um, Take yourself out of their league, baby. Don't be compared. Don't compare yourself. Take yourself out of their league and be in your own league, baby. Whether it means being different, standing out, or not caring at all, and just doing what you want to do. You know, um, look how you want to look, and stop comparing yourself, or step out of their league. That's it. I mean, some people go extreme, and some people go way out there. You're not really excited about a planned date for tomorrow. Should you go anyway for the free meal and to practice? If that's what you want to do. Um, I mean, honestly, if you hungry, go. If you're not, then don't. Mhm. It just depends on what you want to do. The local competition is just a great way to stand your right, stand out. Yeah. There is no like if you're young and you're a teen and you're unsure of yourself, then make sure you create yourself. That way you could never be unsure. Okay. Um, if other girls are getting attention, da 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 da, great. They peak in high school, baby. You're gonna peak in life. A lot of those girls that peak in high school and get all that attention in high school look terrible today. Terrible. So I really wouldn't worry about it. Stay who you are. Look your best if you want to, or stand out in a whole different category. But what you're not going to do is compete with what you feel intimidated by. What you're not going to do is compete with women who are peaking in high school, because if that's their limit, if that's where they're going, if that's the highlight of their day or their life, they don't have much left to look forward to. You know, so anybody can get a high school boyfriend. That ain't no big thing. But what can you do when you get up out there in the real world? You know, I say study them and see what they're doing and see why they're getting the attention and see if the guy that they're with is giving them the attention that they want because of certain things. I say learn from them. And then when you get older or when you get out of high school or whatever, apply that technique and with your knowledge as well as what you've learned, because you did not peak in high school. You're going to get that on a grander scale. Okay. So just learn, just get it on a grander scale. The wife type get wife is you the domestic type. The domestic type? Only animals can be domesticated. That's just my response. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You want the domestic type? Go find you some type of animal. Too much alcohol drinking destroys women's looks. They got science these days, baby. You got. I've seen people that look like they was about to be in a grave. All of a sudden, they came out with collagen fillers, and they look like a whole different person. I didn't recognize them. Is that you? Okay. They used to have a mole here, and now it's up here. Like, what happened? Your mole done moved? No, girl. Got fillers, Botox. They done got everything. They done got the whole special, the whole whatever. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. So, they got that now. I even seen some guys with that stuff. Like I was watching the Muppets, Halloween or whatever, Haunted Mansion. And what's that dude from Full House was on it? He had some new fillers too. Like everybody got it now. I haven't had to go that extreme, but if I'm old and I can get it, I'm get it. She ain't have to be dripping and dragging no more. So honestly, I would be more concerned of alcohol being bad for other things, not your looks. But yeah, it will affect skin and stuff like that. But at the same time, there's plenty of skincare products and treatments that you can do. But definitely Make sure you have everything prepared and in place for what you're going to be doing. Hmm. Is it normal to not have any friends in school? I feel like people drain me and girls be miss. I mean, there are lots of people who don't have friends in school. School is a place where it's like either fit in and do what everybody else does or be an outcast. So it's better to be an outcast than to be a follower. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I could care less about fitting in because I will never fit in. So if you want to fit in and you want friends, then you're gonna have to act like you gonna fit in and like you want some friends. That's just all it is. Like, oh, nice girl, sprinkle, sprinkle. Can someone use your words like Pick Misha and Dusty for a fee paid to you? Money, money, money. Um, I don't think so. Mhm. Dusty is not my term, so you can use Dusty, but Pick Misha is mine. Like, hmm if it's on a product, if it's on a book, if it's in like some type of title, it can't be used. It has to be, yeah, and you have to ask permission. Mhm. But Dusty is free range. I think Nicki Minaj was using that word a long time ago. Okay. I, what do do I advise 18-year-olds to do when it comes to leveling up and finding a man of means? Girl, you 18. Go have fun. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just don't date broke men. Period. And have fun. When you get old enough to want to settle down and have a serious relationship, then you got to switch it up. Girl, you young. Can't even drink. Um, you said trust Jesus and never give up. Trust whoever you need to trust and still never give up. Some people are not religious. And some people are. So whoever you trust or need to trust them and never give up. Even if that's yourself. Hmm. You said who doesn't align with your mindset is not your friend. See, here's the thing. Like, if you don't believe the same things that I believe, or if you don't have the same mindset, or whatever y'all want to say, however y'all need to say it, and we are having a discussion, and I say something, you're going to be offended. You're going to start to not like me. You're going to be like, because I'm gonna say exactly what I need to say. I don't hold back. I don't care. I don't care about losing friendships. Why? Because I'm not gonna sit here and be your friend and hold my tongue if we're supposed to be friends. You know what I'm saying? If I don't agree with something, or if I believe a certain thing, then I'm gonna say it. If you don't like it and you pretend to, then that's your problem. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just say who you are and like agree to disagree. You can still be friends if you agree to disagree and not take offense to anything. But I think some people take offense to stuff that they shouldn't, because I never take anything personal. Like, I don't care. Do what you got to do. We two different people. We not the same person. Oh, country club combination of personal and purposes. Any suggestions in working a room? I'm gonna pick one or the other. I'm not going for business on either personal or business. I don't want to be like I don't want to mix the two. Okay. So honestly, like if I'm going to a country club, it's not for no business, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I, I feel like it's like my honest opinion. I feel like women who go somewhere for business is masculine. Okay. Like just that's just my opinion. If you go somewhere trying to network your business and stuff, I don't even have business cards. I don't carry business cards. You know, I don't even talk to people that much. But if I did, I still wouldn't give them no business card. Okay, they're gonna ask me the old fashioned way. They're gonna have to work for that number. Or, if we're gonna work together, then that's different. But if someone's trying to like approach you, or you're in an environment for social reasons, then they gonna have to get it the old fashioned way. I'm not gonna pass out business cards. When people go to country clubs, they go there to relax, have fun, to get away from business. And you come with your business. Nope, I'm there exactly why everybody else is there. If they are there for business and they're having, guys might be golfing with each other for business. Well, I'm not a guy. So I'm not going to sit there and be talking business. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm woman. Okay. What if a guy want me to come back to Houston to see him? What's the excuse to get him to just send you money without actually going? Girl, I don't know. Will I ever do seminars? I'm doing one right now, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sure. Tell us one day about your spiritual gifts. I know you are psychic. Yeah. I predict that men will lie, women will lie, men will cheat, women will cheat. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Am I right? There you go. Do I know how to cast out demons? Sure. Mama say, mama sigh, mama kusa. You didn't know that? Better write it down. Okay. Today must be a bad day. What must it? I just want to stay in bed. How do I get out of this cycle? Stay in bed so long that someone actually has to make you get up, girl. Honestly, if you have that issue, I feel that you need to do something else in life. I mean, you need to have something else going on for you in life. If you don't have nothing to wake up for, then definitely, wake up for yourself. And if you don't feel like you need to do anything and you can make money from your bed and you can do whatever you need to do from your bed, then you better order some food and get comfortable and lay there and make all the money you can make. If it's not hurting anybody, if it's not hurting you, then stay there. Some people make thousands of dollars a day in their pajamas. What is it you're doing? You said it's the spirit of laziness. Well, whatever it is, if you can make money doing it, then do it. If you can't, then don't. Definitely do what is best for you. Always. Okay. Don't allow people to try to persuade you to do something. If you in that bed and that's where you want to be, and everything is being taken care of, then stay exactly where you are, baby. Okay. Somebody said get a hobby. Get a hobby, do whatever you want. If you go to a business seminar on a cruise, the trip is deductible. Yeah, but you ain't got to go to the seminar. You can go to the cruise and skip the seminar and say you went. Oh, I must have overslept. Yeah. I get annoyed when people say that making thousands of dollars a day takes years and years of time and work to get to that point. Da, da, da. It just depends on how you get there. How you choose to get there. hmm I embrace my inner Jezebel and Lilith. I love them. Embrace on, hey. Mhm. You can make thousands of dollars a day if you think you can. Yeah. Uh-oh. You always say don't get emotionally involved with men, but what about companionship? Is it okay to seek out companionship and money from a man? I mean, if that's what you want, um, if that's what they want, but it has to be mutual agreement. I could, okay, so it's whatever you want. Y'all both need to say, okay, that's what we want. And if y'all both don't want that, then one will and one won't. And then I guess if the one who doesn't want that needs to tell the other one, or the other one needs to tell the other one, then you can go find it with someone else or stop seeking it. I don't know. If she were can you recommend us a good feminine perfume, except for whatever smells good on you? I like weird stuff, so like I'm not concerned about smelling feminine. I'm concerned about getting um, heads to turn, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There's a difference. Heads turning and feminine are two different things. You don't have to say or do much on just smile and be open talking to them. Da, da, yeah. So y'all have to know by now. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I am not the type of woman that does there's so many women that get into relationships and they're with men and these men are so of course they may have money or whatever, but they're well organized. They want you to do certain things in a certain order, da, 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 da. And then there's women who don't do those type of things and don't comply. Um, oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. I see a member. So, I'm not the one. I'm not the one that does that, and I never have been, and I never will be. And that's just how I always will be. I can't do that, baby. The reason is because I've never been that way and I never will be that way. Even in school, I never followed rules, baby. I was lying. I was always coming up with excuses that weren't true. I mean, I just never did it. I cheated in school. I cheated on tests. I copied people's homework. I did all those things. I was never a person that says, oh my goodness, if you do everything in the correct order in the right way, it just be good. And da, 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 I was never that person. I was like, do what you want to do what you got to do because that's how it is. You know, um, I was one of those. I was one of those students that didn't care about my grades that much as long as I passed and got up out of there. Because all the people that were telling me, oh, you need to do better. You're not going to get anywhere in life. They were making less money than I make. Okay. They were making less money than my mom made. So why would I going to listen to them, babe? Okay. Spring. So if y'all want people to value the establishment and value education, y'all need to pay them teachers a lot more. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is the guy the wrong man if you meet each other and love being together but are both hurting from your past? Is it really meant to be? I don't know. Like I feel that if y'all are both hurting from your past, then focus on the present. Okay. Focus on the present and see what you have today. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So, um, and if they are making more money than you, you have to ask yourself then, why are you here? It's a joke. It's a big joke. It's like, why are you here? Who are you to tell me my potential? You know, you're just there to perform a job. You're not there to tell me who I am, baby. That's it. Okay, remember. Is it inspiration to you? You look forward to strong mother like me. You know what? Strong is not the right word. I would say definitely you could say that you are just a mother. Okay. That's all you can say because, just a mother, baby. Mother, it covers so many different things. Mother is inclusive of everything. Like, you was at the gym, you saw somebody looking like me? What? Sprinkle, sprinkle? I don't think so. Because I'm never in no gym. Not, not no more. Um, Thank you. What'd you say? I'm trying to read it. You working on yourself and leaving and leveling up? Good for you. Always work on yourself and level up. Unless you're already where you need to be. hmm And you can always say, okay, well, I need to be somewhere else and I need to level up some more whenever you feel like it. Level up is doesn't stop. It's at your own pace. Level up is at your own pace. If you don't choose to level up today or tomorrow, or you taking your time, then that's because that's your level of journey. hmm Exactly. hmm I know a lot of people, they like to see women or men or people, and they like to see them as dolls and these things to play with and things like that. But that's not true. Sometimes the doll is actually playing the person themselves. I mean, like just like Chucky. Okay, y'all got Annabelle and Chucky. Think about it. Mhm. You think you're getting a doll. What you're really getting is something totally different. Y'all better watch out for them dolls. They might not be dolls. Okay? Just gonna let you know. Um, they're not dolls, actually. And that's the allure. They act like dolls and they look like dolls, but they ain't. hmm A new Chucky show is good. It's funny, right? What do you think about people that do black magic? Nothing at all. What do you think about them? I don't think about anything. People that do black magic, it's their right to do whatever they want. I mean, you can't stop people from doing what they like to do. It's like, okay, what do you think about people that go to church? They have seen us as dolls since day one. I think a lot of people see other people as what they want to see them as. And then when they get that rude awakening, they start to see things from a different perspective. You get that rude awakening and you're like, I thought she was a doll. She's a nightmare. She's a Chucky. She's an Annabelle. Okay. You want to see a doll? I'll give you a doll. So I feel that, like, yeah, doll is a broad term. It could be a Chucky, an Annabelle, it could be a Barbie, a Monster High doll, could be a rainbow doll. They got them rainbow dolls now. It could be any type of doll. That's why they started making all these weird dolls because, oh, you want dolls? Okay, we're gonna give you some dolls. You want a doll? We're gonna give you some dolls. Your worst nightmare. So, somebody said a voodoo doll. All right. So, a lot of people, a lot of feminists may take offense to the word doll. But I always think about that movie Stepford Wives. Okay. I always think about the movie Stepford Wives. The new one, not the old one. But watch the new one. Sure, you haven't seen you do hair toss in a while. This big super chat, let me see it. Percy, this a wig, sprinkle. So, what's so offensive about the word doll? It's this, okay, so if I were, it's the same term as that they use for politicians. They will say like a puppet. And for women, they say dolls. Okay. So they would say, oh, that's just that politician is a puppet, or that woman is a doll, which means other people control them. So what you do is if you've ever watched Stepford Wives, watch it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's all I'm gonna tell you. It's a movie, and you can watch it. Whoever just sent me cash up, appreciate that. Um, your husband is a provider, but he's traditional and thinks women should stay home with kids, cook and clean. I want a cleaner and a new car. How shall I ask him? Stop doing all them things, baby. That's how you ask. Do not do any of those things anymore. And when he asks you why you stop, give him the car you want. Give him a picture of it. I ain't doing this no more until I get this ride, baby. What we gonna do? You don't have to say it that bluntly, but that's what you need to talk about. You can use whatever way you need to use it to get that way. Look, I just don't feel motivated anymore. I'm just not happy anymore. I mean, I don't even have like the car that I drive, and all I do is cook and clean and stay home with kids. At least I can have the car I want. But if I ain't got the car I want, I ain't finna do none of this. You better hire somebody. Sprinkle. All right. That's all you gotta do. What does it mean when sugar daddies to get you on insurance? That means he trying to pay for your insurance, girl. If he paying for your insurance, then he paying for your insurance. If he ain't, he ain't. Um, I just wanted to her to say fixed. Okay. So all I'm saying is this. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. If you want to get something, know how to get it. That's all I can tell you. And if people are mad at you because of how you think, then they need to go other places where people think like them. You know what I'm saying? If people are upset with you because of how you operate and how you think, um, then they need to go hang around more like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? You should not have to explain yourself or feel bad about how you feel and think every single time you're around somebody who does not agree with you. You know, if they don't agree with you, they don't agree with you. No, nothing personal. Just we're not the same. Okay. There's no need for you to feel a certain way. There's no need for them to voice their opinion. Look, we are two different people, baby. You feel that way. I don't. No, no, no love lost. It's just we don't feel the same way. If you are worried about what other people think about your view on how things should be in a relationship, then don't hang around those people. Get away from them. They're not going to understand anything in your life. If you are unable to really feel and believe that this is true, then try it yourself in your own life and see if it works for you. Because I think some people that don't agree with how I feel and how I think about relationships, really what they're saying is they want to do the same thing I'm doing, but they don't know how. And in order for them to understand and actually feel as if my advice or relationship um, is attainable in their own lives, as far as whoever they're with, they have to actually have the experience of saying something similar to what I say. And they're scared. Okay. So I will say it straight up, I don't care. And especially those women who already have their own money. If you're afraid to say what you want and you got your own money, then you're just scared. I say what I want. I got my money, but I'm gonna tell you I want yours too. Period. And I'm not afraid to say that. And it's up to that individual. It is their choice to say, okay, I'm gonna give you some money, or no, I'm sorry, I can't do that. And either answer will be fine with me. Okay. But some people are afraid to say that, especially when you're in a relationship, like already. But if you're not in a relationship, there's there's a different way to say that, to where they fully know what you're saying. They just decline. What? So, make sure that before you judge someone, make sure you can actually pull off what they're doing before you judge them. Make sure you can go over there and do the same thing and get exactly what that person can get before you judge them for doing what they do. Because if you can't, then don't judge them. Like, honestly, when I put my mind to something, I can do it. I can get it done. Sometimes I'll be busy. Sometimes I don't care. But when I put my mind to it, I can get it done. No problems. Um, you said, how do you leave someone that's hard to leave? Leave when it's convenient for you. You know, everything is not, okay, not, y'all have to know one more thing about me. Everything is not going to be done when people want things to be done. It's going to be done when it's convenient for me, when I want it to get done. Okay. And that's the whole thing about knowing who you are and leveling up at your own pace and doing things at your own pace. You know when the correct time is to do anything. You know. And if you allow other people to push you in a certain direction and you yourself have not decided to do something, then you haven't decided. That means it's not time, baby. Um, I have never pushed someone in a direction to where they felt the pressure or a time limit to make a major decision in their life unless and without a choice. You always give a choice. And that choice for them to say yes or no is totally up to them. Okay. Always. Like, for example, a lot of women ask me, how do you get the ring? How do you get the ring? Well, you give them an ultimatum. If you've been waiting a while, you give them the ultimatum. Either they let you go or they marry you. Okay. It's the same way when you leave someone. You give them the ultimatum. If you don't change, I'm gone. If you don't give me this, I'm gone. Okay. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. If they want you to stay, they're going to comply. If they want to keep you, they're going to comply. If they don't, they're not going to comply. And then there you go. You can go wherever you want. Do what you need to do. So that's how it is. It's that simple. And if you have if you're trying to complicate things, um, if you're comfortable and they're not, they're not hindering you and you're still doing whatever you want to do, then there's no problems. But if there are problems, then you need to put that ultimatum back out there. And the same way that you get into a marriage is how you get out, by getting what you want. Okay? That's it. The same way to get in a relationship is by getting what you want. The same way to get out of a relationship is like getting what you want. That's it. Mhm. You just got hit by a 75-year-old. What? Y'all silly. Well, wonderful. Did your car explode? Or is it on the news? Did you get the license plate number? Y'all are crazy. And that's why I don't really read some of these dumb questions, because it's like too obvious. Like, at least make it believable. Make it sound right. Like, some of this stuff is just stupid. Hmm. So, anyway, you do what you got to do. And do it at your own pace, and who cares what other people are saying? You know what? You know why they're saying that? Because they have nothing else better to do. That's why. And hopefully they're getting paid. And I always say that. Hopefully y'all trolls getting paid. Because if y'all ain't, well, I don't know why not. Um, is that an entry level position? Like, where do y'all sign up to be trolls at? Like, literally, like, is there a job opening? Like, must harass people with stupid, unbelievable statements. Must be stupid sounding. Must not make sense in comments. Sign up here to be your troll. Okay. Must have stupid screen names as well. There you go. Must know how to copy and paste repeatedly. Hmm. So anyway, yeah, shoot. If I ever need to hire trolls, I know what to look for. Hey, if I ever need to hire some, I know what to go look for. But I'm gonna have more. I'm definitely gonna have more standards for my trolls. So I'm gonna have higher standards for my trolls. I think we're too wrong. We're told wrong right from the classroom because we have to ask for permission to even go to bed. Girl, I'll get up and walk out the stupid school, classroom and look at them crazy if they ask me where I'm going. To pee? You want to come? I wouldn't. I know you have to and follow the rules, but if you ever have the chance to revisit that, don't ever ask anybody to go to the bathroom. I'm so sorry. To me, that is a sad low. At least say, may I be excused? Where are you going? Do you really want to know? Want me to take a picture of it for you too before I flush? What you want? So definitely like stay how you want to be. You think you have I think you have high expectations of men wherever you see men willingly watch their female friends struggle to carry their groceries and don't offer to help. I look at them like filth. Good for you, girl. Look at them crazy. You did that to your science teacher in the 10th grade. She was flustered. Good. If I was a teacher and you got up to walk out, I'd be like, be back in 2 minutes or be back in 5 minutes or try to hurry back. At least I'm going to be, considerate enough not to say, where are you going? I know if you get up to leave, you either going to pee and, that's your business. That's not my problem. If you leaving because you don't like the class, that still ain't my problem. You ain't my child. So you skip school and still pass? Me too. You're divorcing your soon to be ex-husband provider, now securing the bag with a lesbian provider, and I couldn't be happier. She works on women too. You did? Okay, well, whatever. As long as you getting what you want. Looking good, blonde is nice. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Today's 75-year-old man asked you for your number. Okay. But we exchanged numbers. Okay. Well, he's 75. He know what the deal is, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hmm. You you married a Dusty with no kids? To have kids with him because of biological clock? Or girl? Okay, here's my thing. If you don't have no kids and he Dusty, it's time to go. If you want kids, either way, look, if you have kids by yourself by artificial insemination, you can't get child support. But at least from a Dusty, he has some type of potential, and you can get a little bit of child support eventually if you get a job. So weigh them options. I don't know. If you just can't wait, or you can take that money and freeze your eggs and wait. I don't know. But at the same time, I don't know. Explore all those options. Freeze eggs, artificial insemination, or have child with the Dusty. At least you'll get some type of support. But either way, do what's best for you. No pregnancy or marriage with Dusties. Okay. Girl, you better not have no baby by Dusty. Okay. Girl, you better. Okay. Don't trap yourself with a Dusty. You got court running down Dusty. What? Reconsider. No kids with a Dusty. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like, people should not be able to, like, if somebody says don't have kids with Dusty, that's your decision, baby. That is your decision. Always. It will always be your decision. Always. Because there are plenty of women that have had kids with Dusties and now they got rich men. Okay. So it just depends on whatever you feel like you can do. Whatever feel like you could do. Like, don't allow people to stop you from doing what you want to do. It is totally up to you. If you have a plan, if you have, if you know your potential, if you don't plan on being there forever, if you got somebody else, if you got your own money, do what you want to do. But at the same time, you know, do you want a baby? If you don't, then don't. If you do, if you want, do you want the baby with him? If he was rich, would you want the baby with him? If he was dusty, would you want the baby with him? If the answer is yes on both sides, then do what you gotta do. If it's no, then don't have a baby. Okay? But don't have it if you don't want it. If you want it, have it. It's up to the individual. How do you keep stringing this man along? I run out of excuses. Be creative. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't run out of something that you creating, babe. Hmm. Yes, be very creative. Any advice on how to be fun but not nice? Well, you're gonna have to have a little devious to that because that's what fun and not nice is. Dusty will bring down your status to provider man. Stay clear. Now, honestly, devious people can see devious a mile away. So if you're trying to be fun but not nice, you got to make sure that the person that you're with is not also devious because they'll see it a mile away. You can't use their own tricks on them because they'll see it a mile away. Okay. Can you do a video on beware of men who try to make mental connection before paying and make you feel us feel relaxed? Mental connection. Well, honestly, mental connection is you know that it's fake from the start. Honestly, I mean, but you go with it because it's so rare. But at the same time, you already know it's not real, but you pretend it is because it is so rare. And then you just enjoy it, baby. And then whatever you need to do, that's what you need to do. But at the same time, if someone is pretending to do something and it's rare and you know it's fake, pretend it's real and enjoy it while you can, and then do what you got to do after. Don't ever take something seriously that you know is not real. Enjoy the fantasy. Then do what you got to do. Like, okay, that ain't real, but okay, this is what it would be like. Wow. Mhm. If this were actually real, this would be so cool. But we know it's not. We're not that stupid, but it's fun though. You know, just like men do with women. They already know women crazy, materialistic, demanding. But when they have that when they have that time where the woman is acting nice and sweet and smiling and laughing at all these stupid jokes, they pretend that's real. And they're like, oh, I'm just gonna pretend this is real and enjoy it while I can. So, men do it, women do it all the time. But they know. They know this too good. This is not right. This ain't right. But I'm gonna pretend it is for a little while. All right. You think your boyfriend's gonna propose? He's a provider, pays for 100% everything. We've been together for a year. Are you only 22, girl? Okay, make sure he can pay for everything, plus the car you want in your future and your future kids if y'all plan to get married. Okay, can he afford the type of house you want? Are you going to wait for him to be able to afford that? How many years do he have to work to get there? Are you willing to wait? Da 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 da. Okay, do all that math. Um, Choose advice to suit you and don't neglect the level up. I swear, when you are in love with yourself, providers can't help themselves. Okay, they can't help themselves either way. You know, there are people that fake it till they make it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And I keep telling y'all, fake it till you make it. People gonna believe you either way. Until you get there, fake it till you make it. That's what everybody else feels is the correct way. And you could still get what you want. Men do it all the time. Men know women are crazy. They accept it from who they like. That's true. You crazy, they gonna like you anyway. What kind of picture would you post on Instagram if you were 25? Mm-hmm. Depend on how I look. Depend on what I was trying to attract as well. Or if I'm trying to attract anyone. So it's not cheating until he spends money on her. Y'all silly. Sure, everyone in your city dyes hair blonde. Is a good idea from to look different. Um, I'm not gonna do what everybody else gonna do. I'm gonna do what I want to do, feel like I want to feel, do what I want to do when I want to do it. So, and I'm never gonna permanently change for anyone. So I will definitely probably have some type of temporary thing that I would use, just in case you don't want to keep that hairstyle. That's why I always, have options. You know, don't run and do everything everybody else doing. Do what you want to do when you want to do it. If everybody else is doing that, maybe you'll stand out more if you don't. You know, or maybe you'll fit in better because everybody else is trying to stand out, and then you'll stand out naturally because everybody else is trying to stand out. Or you'll just do whatever you want to do, and you'll be different from everyone else, and you'll get the attention. Or you could just buy a wig and be blonde today and back to your regular hair tomorrow. So you said Shira has run out of advice. I have. Well, then I'll run back into my advice. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. I love your hair and eyes and smile. I love them too, babe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's why I get on screen and look at myself the whole time and y'all's comments. um, the correct way, I guess, the humble thing to say would be, "Oh, thank you so much, sprinkle, sprinkle." But that's the truth. Thank you. I know. I already know. Thank you. Like little kids would do. I know. Like if you tell a kid they're cute, they're gonna say they know. They're not gonna say, "Oh, thank you," because this is the proper way to be nice. And no, I know. I like them too, babe. I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm just showing you that it's okay to value yourself and say what you want and do what you want. Sometimes it's always okay. You don't have to comply to society's rules. You don't have to do what's quote unquote proper if you don't want to. You can actually tell people how you feel sometimes, especially if you have nothing to gain or lose and you just want to be honest. Mhm. That's what the video is about. That's what the whole video is telling you. Do what you want when you want, and don't let anybody push you a certain way to say this or say that. Um, you know how they say like no is a complete sentence. You know. hmm So I'm about to end this video, and we will see you next time, maybe. Um, does body count matter when you're looking for a wife? Does it? Honestly, if you're speaking literally, I don't think it matters. I think if you're speaking literally, I don't think it matters. Um, like I said, there's two types of body count. Y'all want to hear both of them? How many people you've been actually murdered and killed and got away with, or how many people you slept with? Which one you want? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You want a combination, and you want me to add them all up? You said bye. Okay, don't ask a woman that question because as soon as you ask, that's the answer you should be getting. Then you the thriller laugh after you answer. If they're intrigued, they'll stay. Or if they're scary and not for you, they'll run. Big cutie. Um. mhm. I think these days women don't really care. Like they don't really care that they're judged for having what y'all call a large or high body count. I don't think people care. I don't think women care anymore. They're just like, so and you know, well, I don't care, baby. The same amount your mama done had. Add it up. Uh, that's why I probably could never date these days because my mouth is too smart. I would say something so bad, people would just start crying or want to do some violence to me because I just my mouth is too slick. So that's why I have to act and pretend. But you know what I'm thinking. Come on, kitty. You know what I'm thinking, though. You know what I want to say, but I was same amount as your mama. So exactly. I get more creative, yeah. Most women that are smart have sassy mouths. So, men, if your woman is smart and intelligent, she most likely has a sassy mouth, and you just haven't seen it yet if you're all just starting to date. The smarter the woman is, the sassier her mouth will be. Okay, I'm trying to tell you. That's why you got to play dumb. Yeah. My smart mouth always get you in trouble. Do it. hmm Yeah. hmm Do you like to stand out? When it's convenient. Like, there's no right or wrong answer. There's no yes or no. There's only when I want to. You know what I mean? So that's like asking you, do you like something? I might like it today, but I might find something else I like tomorrow. I like it in this moment right now, whatever I'm doing. But tomorrow I might not. You never know. So I think when people ask you what you like, um, the best thing to ask is like what you liked when you were young. A lot of times you still like those things, and if you even mention them, you still kind of like them. If you don't, you overlook them and don't remember. So definitely, if you want to know what someone likes long term, ask them what they liked when they were younger. Usually they like still. The cat. Come on, kitty. Control the mouth and control the dollars. Or control the dollars. How do I find a bad to spoil? Bad beat to spoil like a woman with a forthright personality like you? Very difficult. I don't know. Keep looking, I guess. Sprinkle, sprinkle, and keep trying to find one. Because they are rare. Any idea how to make a boyfriend pay attention to you? Pay attention to yourself, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Does your membership on YouTube help for advice? I don't know. Does it? I think it's just being able to be seen faster. Yeah. In the comments. Should I date a guy who have been burned by his ex-girlfriend? You're in your mid-20s. I mean, most people probably have. I mean, how you gonna not find somebody that's been burnt by somebody? If they're dating, most likely one relationship is going to not be the best one that they've ever had. So it's going to be hard to not avoid in your future anyway. So we'll get some practice. Kitty, why do men want to date pretty girls but then get insecure? Because they don't think about what it comes along with. Just like women want to date men with money, but they don't think about what it comes along with. They just want the money. So I feel like if the man just want the girl and the girl just want the money, they need to say that in the beginning. Look, I don't want to do your extra stuff. I don't want to play these games. Just give me your money and I'll look good next to you. Okay, sprinkle. Y'all know what it is. Y'all gotta explain it. Look, you know why I'm here. I know why you here. But, I'm the woman, so you gonna comply with me because I'm the woman. Sprinkle. That's all there is to it. Like, Kitty, the door's closed. She wants to get out. But I'm getting ready to leave, so I already said that. So definitely remember, I'm gonna leave y'all with one thing: how you treat yourself, what you want, how you feel you need to be is your choice. And don't ever let anyone tell you that you're wrong if you don't feel that you're wrong. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. See y'all later. Kitty. She want to get up out of here. Okay, let's go.